What's up, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. It is 2025. Happy New Year. Hopefully you guys had a great New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, partied it up with your friends and your family. And hopefully none of you are sitting in jail right now, because that would mean you're missing this awesome video. For those of you that are here watching this, welcome back yet again. It is a new year. And that means a year ahead of us full of some incredible content, some exciting mods to the new bike. And we're going to start it right now, kicking the new year off right with a product from one of the best companies around, BadBoyz Cyclez. They released recently their flat out crash bars for the touring models. And dude, the way they have these things packaged when they're shipped to you, they don't skip a beat on the attention to detail when they're sending your products out to you. And that means one thing to me. They care about their products. They want it to arrive to you safely, and they want it to arrive without any issues whatsoever. We'll dive into the box. I'll show you exactly how they have this thing packaged up and how they're shipping it to your front door. These things are incredible. They are absolutely incredible quality. Like I said, the detail, second to none. They're not cutting any corners or nothing like that. They're all the way down to the packaging on its way to you. So, without further ado, this is an install and a review. It is the BadBoyz Cyclez flat out crash bar for your Harley Davidson. So let's get right into it. Roll that intro. So real quick, if you guys have been living under a rock and you don't know who BadBoyz Cyclez is, they originally started making the CVO style backrests for the touring models, and then they upped their game, went into the seats. Dude, these seats are incredible. They are so incredible. If you've been around my channel long enough to know, you know that I rock with BadBoyz Cyclez, and these are the only seats that I put on my bikes that I ride with. My other seat, they just sent me this one with the bronze stitching to match all the bronze accents. But you'll know this seat right here that I took off earlier has close to 20,000 miles on it. And you wouldn't be able to guess that it has 20,000 miles on it just by looking at it. I mean, it still looks like it's brand new. I mean, there's no deformities in it, no crazy weathering. 20,000 miles on this seat. Let's get back to why we are here today, and that is for the flat out crash bar that they just started putting out. So as you can see, you got their box, BadBoyz Cyclez on the side, BadBoyz Cyclez tape. I've already cut into this. Foam padding, bubble wrap. I'm guessing these are going to be our sliders here. Set those off to the side with our, that also has the hardware in there. Like I said, the packaging, top notch. These are beefy, man. These are some beefy bars. And more protective packaging on the outside. If you take a look, so this side did have packaging on it, but it came off with the bubble wrap. But if you look at this, you can see just how thick these bars are. I mean, those are pretty damn thick bars. The tubing on that is super thick. So check out the flanges here. You can see just how thick the flanges are here at the bottom. And this is what's making contact with the frame of the bike and holding it to the bike. And if you have real thin flanges, these are going to bend real easy. In the case of you accidentally dropping your bike, this is what's taking the brunt of the force. And this is what is most important to be reinforced, is these weld spots here and then these flanges down here. This is where most of that force is going to be holding the weight of your bike, is on these points of contact. So it's really important that these three spots are nice and thick with good welds. And as you can see, these are definitely welded up really good. The powder coating, the paint on this is phenomenal. Like I said, those flanges are nice and thick. And I'll get a tape measure out so we can show you how wide these are without the rollers. So from one end to the other, they're about 31 inches from one end to the next. If we turn you around here, you can see we have the ones we got off Amazon, and these really are not that bad, guys. They're really not. They're pretty well built, but for $50 more that you would spend on these, for $50 more, you can get American made from a great company supporting a small business. And honestly, these are definitely thicker than the Amazon brand. And it looks to me, just from first glance, that the coating on these is definitely better than the Amazon ones. And the welds on this is definitely going to be better. The flanges are definitely a little bit thicker. And like I said, the tubing on these is definitely beefier for sure. And you can't really tell from the video, but the threading in that looks super, super clean. Just super well done. The attention to detail on everything they do, guys, is second to none. Honestly, there's a reason why I've been rocking with BadBoyz Cyclez, and I will scream it from the rooftop of their products and how well they are, and their attention to detail with everything they do. Because they're a great company run by fantastic people, super humble people, and they honor their customer service. Their customer service is second to none, and they honor any issues you might have. They will make it right. And that's if you have any issues, which is pretty slim chances, honestly, that you're going to have issues with any of their products. But if you do, they will make it right. So without further ado, and I'll quit yapping, let's get the old one off. I'm not going to make you watch that. I'm going to take the old one off. It's literally just the two bolts at the bottom and the two at the top. And then we'll get the new one, the BadBoyz Cyclez crash bar, installed. So if you watched the last video I did installing the Amazon flat out crash bars, you'll know that in order to run these types of bars, you need this fairing support bracket. It's this one that's sticking down right there, and it's kind of a U-shaped. It comes from here, comes down, comes over, and then back up to that other side. If you're running lowers, like a non-chopped crash guard, if you're running lowers with the crash bars that are just the big oval style crash guard, you're gonna need to get that fairing support bracket and swap that out, because it's not gonna work if you're running any other bracket other than the one that's meant for chopped crash guards. And I'll put in the description, you can actually get this crash guard off of Amazon for fairly inexpensive. Harley wants like $200 or something, $150 to $200 for their fairing support bracket. All right, guys, so right off the bat, I can tell you for sure. So we have our Amazon brand up here at the top. Then we have our BadBoyz Cyclez ones here at the bottom. And you can see that with the sliders, the Amazon ones are slightly shorter, it looks like, from end to end. But the biggest difference that I can tell you is the BadBoyz Cyclez flanges are going to be a lot thicker. So here's BadBoyz flanges. Here's the Amazon flanges. And you can see the difference in the thickness between the two. Also, with the hanger here, the support bracket that's welded to the center, you can see this is a lot thicker than the Amazon brand. These are just so much beefier. The finish is just so much better between the BadBoyz Cyclez and the Amazon brand. And that, like I said, I'm not saying the Amazon brand is bad, because they're not. And they're, you know, great for the value. But for $50 more, you can get the BadBoyz brand and know that you're getting a reliable product from a company that's going to take care of you if you ever have issues. Definitely, if you don't mind dropping the extra $50, which I don't see why you would, if you want super reliability and great customer service, give them a shot. You will not be disappointed, I promise. All right, guys, so the easiest way to do this is leave those two bolts anchored into the bike just a little bit. You can see there's quite a bit of threading sticking out, but they're still in there securely to where they're not going to fall. The easiest way to get these bars on, like I said, is hang them on these first and then worry about the bottom ones. If you try to mess with the bottom ones, if you're doing this by yourself, you're going to risk having that bar smash into your fender, and that's not something you want. So we'll take our bar, we'll slip it through here, being mindful of any painted surfaces, and this is just going to hang right on to those bolts. And then we'll take our bottom, our Torx bolt that we took out, Torx 45, and that is going to go right back in. Tighten that down just all the way yet. We'll get the other side. Okay. Once the bottoms are semi-tightened down, make sure this is nice and straightened up. Go ahead and tighten these down the rest of the way. All right, so that's tight. In the kit, they include the hardware, if you don't have it already, that we tightened it down with up on the frame in the center. And then there's some washers and stuff in there. They also include some instructions. If you get lost, you don't know what the hell you're doing, you're lost in the woods, who knows. But this is a pretty self-explanatory process, guys. But if you need it, they have provided you with some instructions. We're going to take our BadBoyz Cyclez sliders, or as they call them, bumpers. You can see they have the little BadBoyz Cyclez USA engraved on there, which is a nice little, neat little touch. And then the last part of the install is just putting them on the end of our bars, of our crash bars. So we're gonna take our little bumper, the slider, whatever you want to call it, slides right over the top. I like to have this the writing face up to where it reads easier, but that's just my crazy OCD. You can do it however you want. Now we're just going to tighten this down, holding this in place. That way it keeps that writing right side up. And that's it. That is all there is to it. Easy peasy. Now, if you want to see if these are dependable, go check out the other video. You can fast forward to the end on it. But I literally had this bike on its side in this garage to test the strength of these crash bars. And I can tell you that they passed with flying colors. It was done with the Amazon brand, and I have zero worries that these will do the same and withstand the same torture test, because these are thicker ever so slightly in diameter, and the flanges at the bottom are definitely a little bit beefier. That's the install, guys, on the BadBoyz Cyclez flat out crash bar, and that looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. Let's see what our dimensions are on this now that those rollers are on there. So we're at 33 inches wide with the roller. 31. Yeah, these are 31. So they're an inch wider on each side with the BadBoyz Cyclez. 1 inch on each side, which gives you a little bit more clearance. If that bike goes down, that's 1 more inch on that side to give you more clearance. That's going to take the brunt end of the impact. Dude, these are fantastic. These look absolutely great. These look really, really good. And I do know that they are currently in production on doing the rear bag guards that are like this style, but in their own brand of BadBoyz Cyclez. So be on the lookout for those. Soon as those become available, I'll be sure to let you guys know if it's something you want to check out, which I highly recommend that you do. All right, guys. So that's it. That is the BadBoyz Cyclez flat out crash bar installation. Super easy. Take you 10 minutes, especially if you don't have one already on there. All you got to do is install the BadBoyz Cyclez version. And it's just that easy. It's literally 4 bolts. But yeah, 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops of your time, and you're protecting your bike, and it's looking fantastic as an end result. So shout out to BadBoyz Cyclez. You guys are amazing as always. Fantastic work. You guys are gonna have to see for yourself. I can sit here till I'm blue in the face and tell you how good their products are, but until you see it for yourself, all you can do is take my word for it. But I highly suggest that you check them out for yourself. Even if it's not for the bars, check out their seats, dude. Their seats are what pulled me in. I bought my first seat. It wasn't given to me. I bought my first seat with them, and I haven't looked back since. I've been a huge fan of every product they have put out thus far. And dude, they're just getting better and better and better with everything that they put out. So shout out to them. American made company, doing it the right way. So yeah, Welcome to 2025, guys. This is just the beginning. I have a whole stack behind me of stuff that's going on this bike in the next couple months. And we're really going to wake this thing up. We're really going to wake it up. See what we got planned. So, as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Until next time, peace out. We'll see you later.